Little Sue, which I believe we've seen in one of Meat French's stories before with the group of kids with the magical map. Uh, Little Sue working as a dish busser um, gets accosted by Uncle Wilson, head chef of Alligator Kitchen, and angry about a misdelivery. Little Sue gives Uncle Wilson audience as they rumble about what to do, and then they figure it out. That reptilian brain kicks in, and they go to the chalkboard, write up quite a menu. I'm not really going to go over it beat by beat, but I am just as impressed as Little Sue is or was with the creativity of Chef Wilson, and but alas, cannot eat it
Cannot eat it because I mean, if you're gonna
on
be
a non-note diet
a
with a
non-note
base-free
diet is tough
cleanse.
for a musical. What does that even
Base-free
mean?
cleanse is very tough. I've
Base-free cleanse? That's
that's
maybe the what we should be promoting on the internet now. Musical musical cleanses. I liked the fact that Uncle Wilson was strongly imagined from a character point of view, naming him as the executive chef at Crocodile Kitchen. There's a lot of authority there, and then he has a lot of physical presence. He's dragging all the kitchen's crumbs with his belly and leaving streams of oily slime behind him. Seems like a health code violation, but we're gonna play right past that. I liked how there was like the dynamic between Little Sue and this 16-foot long crocodile. It's like we open with that. Little Sue knew when to put his head down and look busy doing the dishes. He's not actually doing the dishes. He's just looking busy at doing the dishes because
right,
he fears
right,
his employer's wrath.
right. He's not answering the question. He's looking like he wants to listen to answer the question. Yes.
Exactly. Every student knows that look all too well. And then those dagnab hyenas. How can you trust the supply chain to a bunch of jokesters? I feel like that's the real villain in both of these stories so far is the person who's making this mistake on delivering at the last second, the key ingredients here.
Hmm.
I wish they would come back, but yet both chefs make it work.
Yep.
Some of I had Storyflix and I had trouble understanding how some of the musical menu worked,
Mm.
just from a logistical or a plating point of view, how these
Right.
these
Right.
things go. Some of them were a bit figurative, but overall it was nice. I don't think it's as tight a triangle as the first one,
Hmm. Hmm.
um, in terms of paying off, but I liked the creative blending of notes. What did you think?
Yeah, I think that the character development was really the strongest part of it. And the dishes, well, I thought was interesting was actually that in both cases, the chef ended up using the instruments as the plating and as the dishes, not necessarily as the food itself. It's not like there's been a food misdelivery necessarily, and they don't have anything to eat. It's just something has been misdelivered, but they still have enough food to serve on the instruments. So I think that's a good creative way that the authors have been able to work around. You know what I mean? This issue of you can't eat nothing. So
Mhm. One thing we haven't seen is the restaurant goers, the patrons.
hmm,
We've described both dishes, but are these are these crocodiles coming to a crocodile dish? Are these humans? Like what?
that's a good point.
If they're crocodiles, they probably could get nutritional value out of an electric guitar, just
That's
about.
that's a very good point. Yeah, we've had the description of the chefs, the bussers, and the delivery folks, but we haven't quite yet gotten the diners, except the owner of Scales and